everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine and today we'll be doing the second installment of my 5-day long favorites of 2019 series. And for today we'll be doing skincare. I've already done my makeup one and I'll be linking it up here and also down below so that you can go and check it out after you're done with this video. After today's video, we'll still have my hair care, body care and miscellaneous favorites, as well as my favorite YouTubers and my favorite Instagram accounts to talk about in the next 3 days. But for today, we'll be doing my top 10 skincare favorites of 2019, and as I did in my makeup favorites video, we'll be doing it in a ranking system as well. Okay, so before I start, I thought I would just let you know a bit about my skin. So throughout 2019, it was a year of healing in many different ways, and in terms of my skin, I have hormonal acne prone skin. I think it's just very acne prone, and towards the front part of my year, it was a lot of red bumps, angry, acne, swollen, painful, and it was not a very pretty sight to bear. And then in the later part of the year, which is around like this couple of months, my skin is still acne prone, but it has balanced out a lot more. I'm mainly concerned with healing my scars and texture problems, as well as dealing with the occasional monthly hormonal breakouts and things like that. It can get quite swollen and painful when it gets to those hormonal periods of the month, but other than that, my skin has been doing a lot better than it has when the year just started, and a lot of it is also thanks to the products that I'm going to be mentioning today. Oh, and other than acne prone skin, I also have quite dehydrated and dry skin, so I tend to get a lot of dry patches as well as like an annoying tight feeling to my face all the time. With that, let's just jump right in. So in the 10th place, we have my Weleda Skin Food cream, and this is a Leo with Cancer inspired purchase, and I also know that Katie Jane Hughes, a very popular makeup artist on Instagram, and I think she's a celebrity artist from the UK, she uses this too. For me, it's a Leo with Cancer purchase. I'll be talking about Dina from Leo with Cancer in my favorite Instagram account video in about 3 days from now. If you want to know more about her, I'll just link that video down below when it goes live. While this Weleda Skin Food is actually a very thick nutrition, it's a all over cream. You can use it for dry areas all over your body. It can be a body cream, can be a face cream, can be a lip balm, can be something that you put on your elbows, your cuticles, and your dry ass cracked ankles heels. So for me, I like to use this on my face because it is an incredibly nourishing, incredibly rich cream, and it has this very thick texture that goes on very, very buttery to the skin, and it leaves a very nice film of oils on the skin, and it's very nourishing, very hydrating, and it has a very calming scent, a very calming natural scent of, I'm not sure what's inside, but it's a very nice herbal, planty, botanical scent. I love using this at night to just apply a thin or thick layer onto my skin, and then it just makes my skin feel so nourished and protected and hydrated, and it gives the skin a very nice glow because of all the oils inside it. It can be very heavy for people who don't like heavy things on their face, because this one is borderline too greasy and oily, but personally I just like it. And on days where I'm very dry, I like to wear this under my makeup because it really does nourish and protect my skin from drying out in the outside air and things like that. On days where my skin is more balanced, I like to use this as like a overnight mask, almost like a hydrating sleeping mask of sorts. After I use my serum and stuff, I just like to go over with this. And the reason why it's in number 10 is because it's like my favorite, but I also found many other favorites, but they're all my favorites, they're all my babies, they're just ranked for fun. So if you have very dry skin, I would recommend you checking this out. And I think it's also natural, and I'm not sure if it's clean beauty, but it might be one of those kind of things, and just check it out if you have dry skin. It's very good. So at number 9, we have my Clarins toning lotion with chamomile, alcohol free for normal or dry skin. looks like this in a big bottle. I actually went through like a couple of like their smaller travel size bottles of this before I got this full size, and I'm also almost out of this toner. I have this much left, which can last me till like maybe end of January, maybe mid-January if I use it every day. And yeah, so this one is it's just a alcohol-free toning lotion, alcohol-free toner, and it's formulated with chamomile and it smells like chamomile and it's very nice. It's so nice. Clarins is also another brand that is like botanical and focused on using plants as a way to heal the skin. Do you hear the bird? I think we'll have to do this over again. Hold on. Okay, so now the bird is gone. So Clarins is also another brand that focuses on using botanicals to heal the skin, and like even though they have a much pricier price tag, I find that their products are very nice for my skin, and you will see a couple of their products make it to my favorites this year because my skin just agrees with Clarins products, okay? It's just such a luxurious thing to put in your face after you wash it. So what I like to do is I like to just like put a couple of drops onto my hand like this, and then like I don't like to use a cotton pad because I find it very wasteful for both the product and also the cotton. So I just like to put it on my hand and like just rub it all over my face, and then I'll let it dry before I go in with my serum and my moisturizer and the rest of my makeup, the rest of my skincare products. And I use this AM and PM. I would say it's a basic toner step, but then it's not really. It's like with the chamomile inside, I find it very soothing, especially for my skin, which is often irritated from like acne and like painful pimples, and sometimes I like to pick at my face and then they get very sore after I pick at them, and then they get very swollen. So when I put this on, it's just like a breath of soothing. No, it's not a breath. It's just a wash of very soothing water on my face that really just pumps back the moisture into my skin and preps my skin for the rest of the steps without aggravating the skin too much. So this morning I woke up to very, very dry skin. So instead of one layer, I used like 2 or 3 layers before I went in with my other products. And it really made my skin feel a lot better in terms of like hydration and things like that. So yeah, that's my number 9. Then number 8, I have like an all-time favorite. This is the Lucas Paw ointment. I have this in a tube right here. I also have like tubs which are a lot bigger. And this ointment is made with carica papaya, fermented carica papaya. And if you live in Australia, I think you're very familiar with this product. And it's the bird again. I think that if you're Australian, you would know this item very well, and it's starting to gain a lot of popularity in the general beauty space, I think, because I've been seeing a lot of other like paw ingredient derived skincare products on the market when I go shopping and stuff. So I think it's on the rise. On the tube itself, it says that it's a local topical application for boils, burns, chafing, cuts, cracked skin, gravel rash, splinters, open wounds, insect bites, and nappy rash. The ointment helps to relieve and cleanse. So to me, this ointment is like a cleansing sort of product that has also hydrating properties. That's why it's good for nappy rash and cracked skin. So what I like to use this for is on my lips every day and every night. There were a couple of years where my lips were so dry and chapped that nothing would save it. And I don't know if you guys have it before, but it's like this, like your skin just kind of hardens over, and it's not the kind that you can just exfoliate it away. It has to be like slowly moisturized and heal on its own somehow. When that happened, the only thing that saved my lips from looking disgusting every day was this ointment. I think it's also because that it's cleansing and it's also helping with the healing. I mainly use it as a lip balm, but on places on my body where dry skin tends to stay quite stubbornly, I tend to go in with this product as well, including like dry cuticles and cracked heel and even like dry patches on healing scars and pimple scars, or even like open pimples. When I feel like nothing else really works, I just apply some of this on top and hope that it cleanses and does its magic onto my pimples. I even use this to like kind of, you know how they use Vaseline to smooth out stray hairs sometimes, like that trick. I use this for that as well, and it's just, in place of Vaseline, it's just a very good product. But it's better because it's actually good for your skin. I have literally turned everyone in my family onto this, and also my boyfriend. Like he hates, I mean, like, he has very when I first met him, he had the chappiest lips, but then I recommended this to him, and then now he can't live without it. So he is also turned onto this, as well as the rest of my family, my grandma, my aunts, my cousins. Like, everyone uses this right now. Like, everyone finds a use for this, and it's really good, and I would highly recommend that you try this as well for anything, especially on your lips. And oh yeah, I wanted to say that it has a very sweet scent. It's not medicinal, but it just has a very distinct pawpaw scent, I would assume, but it's not put offish. But I remember when I first smelled it many years ago, it was something that I had to acquire a taste to. But that's nothing, I mean, like, it's whatever it does for your skin, it's worth it. Like, whatever it does for your skin, the smell, whether you like it or not, is worth it. And then at number 7, we have another Clarins product, and this one is their SOS Comfort Nourishing Balm Mask with wild mango butter. So I have a sample size right here that I've been using sparingly for a very long time right now. I actually have a big bottle here ready to be used because I love it so much that I had to go and get an actual big size version of it. So what this is a nourishing balm mask, right? Let me see the instructions actually. Where's the English? So let me read off the box, because that way you have a better understanding of this product. It will tell you much more than what I can tell you. It says that it's ideal comfort for very dry skin. This rich, nourishing balm mask promotes soft, soothed skin in just 10 minutes. Your skin is intensely nourished and comforted. Wild mango butter helps to nourish and soften the skin. Your skin immediately feels more supple. Mango oil helps protect against dehydration. And deeply nourished, skin is soft, supple, radiant, and comfortable. And the direction says that you're supposed to leave it on for just 10 minutes and then remove with a cotton pad soaked in lotion. So how I like to use this is very different from what they say. So I treat this like an overnight sleeping mask sort of thing. It's very nourishing, right? So I don't recommend using this every night, but you could use it every other night if you want. I use it whenever I feel like my skin just needs that little something extra, like it needs a lot more nourishment, or it just needs something that's not too oily, because the Weleda skin food can get a bit sticky on the skin and oily, and some nights I'm just not into that texture. It's not something that my skin hates, but some nights I just don't want to deal with like all the hair stuck onto my skin and stuff like that. Like, you know, like when your moisturizer is too thick and sticky and your hair just gets stuck. It's the same as lip gloss. It's like having lip gloss all over your face one. But I don't mind on normal days, but on some nights I want something else. Something about the wild mango butter in this product just makes my skin do so well. So whenever I would use this on my skin, I don't use it like as a thick layer all over, but instead I use it like a moisturizer. So after my serums and stuff, I'll just skip the moisturizer and go in with this product. Now I'll just leave it on, do my things, and go to sleep. And the next day when I wake up, it is always too very soft and supple and radiant and less irritated skin. If I have a pimple from the night before, somehow the pimple goes down in its swell. It doesn't mean that my pimple is healed, but it's so calm and not swollen that it just looks like, overall my skin just looks so good. And number 6, it's also another Clarins product, and this product has saved my skin. I think when I started using this product, okay, let me tell you what it is first. This is the Clarins Hydra Essential Intensive Moisture Quenching by Faves Serum. So I have a very little bit left right now, but it's actually like a watery based serum thingy with like an oil on top. So you're supposed to shake it up before you go in to use it as your serum for the day. When I discovered this product, it was really the turning point for my skin in terms of its healing and it becoming more balanced in its moisture levels, and therefore less pimples and less breakouts and acne situation and stuff like that. This is basically just like a hydrating thirst quencher for your skin. Let's just put it that way. It's just super hydrating, and it's made with like some plant. Hold on. I just meant to go get like a new bottle with a box so I can. So this one is made with it doesn't say. Okay, never mind. The ingredients inside, the main ingredient inside is actually derived from like some plant, like they call it the plant of life or something. If I have an image, I will just stick it right here and some information if I have. Basically, that plant is what gives this serum its like hydrating factor, and it's like hydration that is not oily in the sense that it just stays on your skin, like a bit like the Weleda one, where it's very nourishing. It's more like a penetrating the skin deep down kind of. Oh, that's very intense, but like it's like a penetrating deeper into your skin, so that it kind of like just balances out the entire skin and injects the skin with like a lot of moisture. This is actually my third bottle and it's almost at the end. I have 3 bottles currently waiting to be opened and used. Yeah, I just love this product a lot, so every time I run out of this, I'll just run to Clarins to get me another bottle. It just feels like a very basic serum where it's just hydration, so it doesn't really give anything else other than hydration to your skin. Sometimes I feel like I want more texture correction, some exfoliation or some brightening effect and stuff like that. So like for those days, I would either mix this in with some other serums to create a cocktail on my own, or just go in with something else and come back to this a while later. So right now it's on pause, but it's still like, I mean, I have 3. I used 2, this is my third one, and I have 3 more, so that says something about how much I love this product, right? We're gonna talk about number 5 and number 4 together because they're actually things that I use together for the best effect, and I fell in love with them together at the same time. So we have 2 Kudali products, and these are their Clear Skin Purifying Toner and Blemish Control Infusion Serum. And with this, I have like deluxe sample sizes that I got from Sephora when I redeemed my points. I've actually had this for a very long time, but I've never like thought to try it out until recently, and I'm actually down to like the last bits in this guy over here, and I still have a bit more of that toner because you don't really need a lot of toner every time, so a bit sad about the serum I have to go and buy now. Like I said, it's for blemish control, right? And it's for clear skin. So this is what I've been using quite recently, like in the month of October and November, I think, and I rank it very high because I see very dramatic results in my skin when I started using these products. So with the toner, usually toners like this, which is like a hydrating thing, so it kind of gives like hydration and leaves like a tag on the skin where you know that your skin is hydrated. For this toner, even though it does inject moisture and tones the skin, it doesn't leave the skin feeling too tacky overall. It actually gives like a powder finish to the skin, so it's more of a mattifying toner. Even though it freaks me out that it's mattifying because I don't really have oily skin, it didn't make my skin feel tight, it just made the surface of the skin a bit drier. So in that sense, it was a very comfortable toner to use. When I used it for the first time and it left that powdery sensation on my skin, I was like, well, I like this. But then over time, it became something that I really enjoyed in my skincare, to have that layer of lightweight, nothing is on my skin sort of like toner on my skin. And then this serum over here is also mattifying. It's a very watery serum that when you apply on your skin, it also leaves like a powdery texture. It sinks in very fast. It soothes like acne a little bit, and then you kind of forget that you've used a serum like this. The magic happens when I wake up the next day, or when I remove my makeup at the end of the day. I just realized that my acne do not flare up as much anymore, and that whatever existing acne there is on my skin, they just heal a lot faster and they dry out a lot faster in a sense. So it's just, I have no idea what magic is in this thing. I'm not educated about this at all. I mean, these are sample sizes, but they just do so, they're just mind-blowing. That's why is what I can say. They're just like, wow, like I don't know, I just wake up and I see less acne, less swells. Like I would expect, I have grown used to like just waking up to seeing my skin swell up and explode in a lot of acne, but then when I use this, less acne comes up and I just wake up to calm, beautiful skin, as beautiful as like acne acne spotted skin can get, but you know what I mean, it's just like it's been helping my acne a lot is what I'm trying to say. And if you, like me, have acne prone skin and have been trying to find something to really heal the skin, maybe try out the Caudalie line, the Vinopure line. I think there's something there to be discovered. And then at number 3 we have an oil. This one is from Bybee Beauty. It's their Buriti Booster, 100% natural, certified vegan and cruelty free. It's like an indie beauty brand that is very environmentally conscious, it's ethical, and it's also quite affordable, which is why I bought it in the first place. Buriti oil is actually a highly concentrated source of beta-carotene to brighten, repair, and promote overall healthy skin. And the direction says to use to boost your existing skincare routine by either applying a few drops directly to face or to your moisturizer or serum, best used in the mornings. It's actually an oil basically. It says it's a booster, but it's an oil. Beta-carotene is a very good free radical fighter. It's an antioxidant, and when you open this and then you see the color of the oil, which is like a bright yellow. Honestly, like the first time I saw it, I was like, what is this bright yellow thing? Like, is it okay? Like, is it safe? But it turns out to be a very nice oil that you can put into your skin or use it to sort of add more benefits to your skincare. And this one is for brighter, healthier skin, right? And antioxidants is good for fighting free radical damage and pollution and stuff like that. So I like to think, even though it doesn't say on the bottle, I like to think of this as like my daily protection when I go out into the day. So when I know I'm going to be walking on the roads, taking in carbon monoxide and dust and dirt and things like that, or smoke, I put like 2 drops into my moisturizer, mix it up together, and then put it onto my face. And then usually I find that if I use this, I don't get as much breakouts, or my skin doesn't even break out from being outside in the open with smoke and pollution. But on days where I forget or I just don't do this step, the next day I break out. It's very dramatic and obvious that when I don't use that to go out, I'll just have like a big angry pimple somewhere random, and then I'll be like, why do I have a pimple? Oh, you're right, I didn't use my Buriti Booster oil thing. So that's how important this thing is in my skincare routine, and therefore it is in my 3rd. In 2nd place, we have the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado, and inside it's like a kind of like a bright yellow, almost greeny sort of texture. It's a creamy eye cream, and yeah, I have very little left, as you can see. This is actually my 2nd bottle. I actually used up the first tub very fast, like insanely fast. I used it up like in like 1 or 2 months or something like that, because it was so nourishing to my skin, and I had the driest under eyes for some reason back when I was using this like religiously. And yeah, like I used an insane amount and I wasted a lot of money, but my skin loved it, so I bought another one, and this is the one that I'm almost out of. And it's just a very hydrating eye cream. And for me personally, I like very, very hydrating eye cream. I used to like the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair eye cream, which is super emollient, but I feel like recently it's been giving me like that milia thing, so I stopped repurchasing that eye cream. And my 2nd option was this one because it's very hydrating as well. It's rich and it's creamy, and my eyes love it, because every time when I use it, I wake up the next morning and I see that my eyes are like just so juicy and plump and hydrated, and there's no crow's feet and stuff like that. So to me, this is a very essential step in my skincare routine, my eye care step. This one is just wonderful, partly because of the price of the product, and also because in the name of science and me wanting to try new things, I've been branching out to trying like other eye creams, but so far nothing has really impressed me as much as this one has. Even though I said it's rich and creamy and stuff, it's still lightweight, and it doesn't give me milia. It doesn't feel too heavy or too clogging under my eyes. It doesn't make my eyes crease or anything like that. It's just very nice and worth a look and worth checking out to me. And then finally, we are at my first number 1 product of 2019, and that product is the Good Molecules Niacinamide Serum. This is actually gifted to me from Good Molecules. Good Molecules is actually an affordable skincare line that think it's created by Beautylish and it's also sold on Beautylish. I have an entire video talking about the first 4 products that they have gifted me to try out, and so like I don't really want to go into too much detail about this niacinamide serum because you can just check out the entire video right here, and I'll also link it below. This one is in the first place for this year's skincare favorites video because it really blew my mind and it continues to prove itself again and again every time I use this product. Niacinamide is actually, I think, a derivation of vitamin B3, and that is supposed to be very good for evening out skin tone and texture on the skin. So the niacinamide in this serum actually helps with my skin's healing process as well as like sebum production. So with that, it helps with stopping acne from coming up as much as it used to, as well as healing the acne that I have on my skin, and also eradicating the scars, the bumpy scars that I have on my skin. So it has made its way very fast into my holy grails because every time after I use this and I wake up in the morning, I see that my pores are shrunken down, my skin looks smooth, not a lot of acne appears on my skin, and the days afterwards I feel like my skin just looks very clear. And the best part is that Good Molecules is very affordable, and therefore this serum is also very affordable. It's only $6 USD, which is like mind-blowing how well this can perform even though it's only $6. And this is also the cheapest thing in today's entire lineup. And with that, we are at the end of my skincare favorites of 2019 video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm always down to checking out new products, so if you have any product recommendations for like acne prone dry skin, just leave it down in the comments below. I'll be sure to go check it out, and please give me a thumbs up if you've been enjoying this series and this video, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more from me. I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video as well. Thank you so much.